Let's get back into it. As long as my stream starts. Yeah, okay. I just didn't even close the game. I just knew I was gonna be right back. What's in my gear that I haven't looked at? Oh, wands, sandals. Sorry, but you just can't beat this. What should we do first? Okay, I think that means we're tracking that now. Let's go to Herbology. I'm excited. Actually, I could probably teleport. Oh, it looks like there's one I haven't discovered right there. Oh yeah, I have, okay. Oh, the red hair is so pretty. I'm upset, now I want red hair. It looks like they have like makeup and stuff on. I wonder if I'll ever be able to have that in my character.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Clockwise.
She has the same hat as I'm wearing right now. The one with the little spring on it.
I never know what to say. Hello, Mother. Classes are horrendously boring.
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Oh, can't take that one. Oh my god, I love what she's wearing.
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
I sure look like
We
a
do look
rose
forward
with
to
those
growing
glasses
together.
on.
How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Oh, we're supposed to wear earmuffs. deaf now.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
Imelda Ray, did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
Yes, Professor? Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say, I nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Miffler's Fancy or roses?
There. My monitor brightness is a little bit too high for me.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Pardon me, Professor. What am I supposed to do with the dittany seeds?
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple. Take the seeds to your potting table, plant them, and then wait for harvest time. Done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but you'll lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. And Hufflepuffs too. At least you did. Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that! That's anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a
Call them
fight.
boobo tubers.
Not saying you can't go it alone.
Oh, they're babo tubers.
Well, imagine
They're
that
babo
wasn't a
tubers.
dummy.
Call them freaking boobo tubers.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Where'd my cabbage go?
Now remember, a wand is not a trap.
Wand is not a trap.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Oh, I guess maybe I can quick travel.
which he is.
I saw an aura badge on Professor Sharp's desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggen-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Oh, this is gonna work.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Just quick time events, I guess.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your Herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a Goblin Rebellion. Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Is that audio too loud? Actually, it does look a little loud, doesn't it? Let's just turn it down, like maybe... No, that's already too much, isn't it? I don't know when it got so loud. Or maybe my mic just isn't close enough in comparison. Well, it seems okay.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Keep your potion stations organized and...
Revelio.
Interesting candles made out of like spines.
A well-prepared ritual wizard always has a few potions on hand. Should you chop the dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Mr. Sharp's aura badge. Oh, it's just his badge on the thing.
Here's the fupa feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Fine job brewing your first Wiccanweld potion. But there are many potions yet to learn. This is going to be a busy year.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
Proficiency and potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah! Get it! Oh! Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping
Oh,
Mr.
no.
Weasley brew chaos.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
How did I accidentally close?
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Do.
Revelio.
hate to see a creature get put down like that. But trolls have no business in hiding.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise. Fewer explosions.
Oh. I need to put my other leg up. I want to sit cross-leg. Just because it's more cozy. There. Alright. Now what class are we going to? My quest. Yeah, let's definitely get this. Enemies? Oh, maybe we should go see Natty.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shah is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Good thing I got that waypoint earlier. Made that easier.
Revelio.
Oh, this is pretty cool. Oh, I see. Chests. Ugh. So many locks. I see an ingredient. I see moonstones too. Jeez, this looks crazy. They did such a good job. Oh my goodness. This must be where the owls are.
Revelio.
Oh, there's like balloons over there. Aw. This is so cute.
Revelio.
Get to level. Oh my gosh, there's a ladder. I almost missed the ladder. Oh, there's a student up here.
Levioso.
Rocky shortcut. Oops. Dodge roll.
Revelio.
Ooh, what's this building I missed? Oh, I guess I had a waypoint from here as well. Oh well.
Revelio. Levioso.
Alright, I won't levitate them. I've levitated them enough.
Revelio.
Groundskeeper's tools. Oh, there's like another door, like a back door. Very cute.
I should investigate.
Investigate.
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio.
No idea.
Revelio.
Oh, we might have to put it here. Oh, this is definitely a Wingardium thing. Maybe?
Levioso.
Unless we can dodge into it over and over and move it. have a feeling I might be able to get it there. Hey, sculpture. Sorry, I've been roaming. I didn't even see. Hi, Jar Jar. You're level 26. Haven't gotten a broom. Perpetual. I don't think I have the right spell yet. I think I'm gonna put it on the pedestal though. I just want to see if I can get it there. Looks like I'm able to move it though. Hell? I don't think I have that one. I'm getting close. That's a skip, baby. That's what they call a skip. That's what they call a skip. In the old speedrun business. That's what we call a skip. Gotta love it. I don't even know what I got. Bong. That was hilarious. I was clearly supposed to use something there that I just don't have yet. Tried to use like Incendio, that didn't work. Because it looks like it has like the Incendio symbol on it. And now it's gone. They put it back.
Revelio.
Oh, there's stuff to collect. Hey, Jazza. R1 square? I don't have R1. R1's not doing anything for me. Man, I just can't do the missions. I just keep getting distracted by all the things that are around. Dodge roll into it? Nope. That trick isn't gonna work again. Oh, there's just bottles. I'm just rolling through glass bottles. Dude, this looks sick. Is that a fishing spot? Wonder if you can fish in this game. Or what for, is the question. Alright, I guess maybe we should maybe get back on track. Swimming, 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 rolling. I feel like there's gotta be all sorts of ingredients in the woods. Oh, look, a side quest.
Might I beseech you for some assistance?
Hello? Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pint Smedley.
I'm kind of cold.
Of the
Maybe I
Bath
want
Pint Smedleys. I was hoping
Heater.
someone would come along soon.
My heater girl.
I was about to defy my
Maybe I have to go
father's
get my heater.
wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake.
You want me to go
Might
down
you be
to
the one to
bottom
help
of the
me?
Lake?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me
Brr.
more.
Splendid. Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help
Who
retrieving?
would say that?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail
Yellow,
from
red,
Hogsmeade
blue.
Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They
I can
never
check after
returned.
this. I don't think
I'm
I've
so
unlocked it
sorry.
yet.
What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were
I don't know that many
presumed
of them.
drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars.
No, I'm in
astronomical
Hufflepuff.
pursuits.
I'm wearing a lot of
but
green
it
though.
has
I love
nearly
green.
1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back.
Okay,
I
let's
do
look at the
hope you
spells.
find the-
We have we have Leviosa. Accio. Maybe it was Accio. Maybe I could have Accio'd it. Then we have Incendio, which is fire. Hiding. Lumos for looking. A light. Reparo. That's it. I think we need maybe a different one. I don't know. This one, maybe? That's what I thought we would need for that one. I had Accio. That's
it would
fine,
mean
you
so
know.
much to our family.
It's great
Sounds
that
as
we
if
were
her
able to
astrolabe
roll
is
it
just northeast
into
of the
it.
dock.
Sometimes
I should dive down and
just brute
see.
force, you know? Man, I am not feeling this frickin' diving into the lake shit right now, especially when it's so... Alright, I think I'm gonna grab my heater really quick, because I'm like chilly. I'll be back really quick. There we go. And cross leg again. Return thingy on? Yeah, okay. Oh, I thought she was standing right
Not
there.
sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Oh, wait.
On
Well, on the
another
other
adventure,
hand,
are we?
I will do exactly that and go on another little adventure. Seems like there's side quests and all
I
sorts
never
of
thought
stuff.
Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
Revelio.
Locked.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Orn. Hello, sir.
Oh, merchant.
What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you. I hope to see you again sometime.
We got another wand thing? You just can't beat that one.
Revelio. Wonder who lives here.
Yo, you can go on the roof. Yeah, it's locked. Chicona.
Revelio.
Is this one locked too? Nope. Here's another one of those things. Like, I don't know what they're for.
Lumos.
Oh, I'm just breaking it in.
Revelio.
Oh, there's a kid on the floor. You didn't need that, did you? Let me get to that. I guess like that.
Revelio.
Okay, let's sell that extra crap we just found again. Can't get that just yet.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
And what do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today?
Well, that's an upgrade.
I hope to see you again sometime.
Let's upgrade again. Is it a robe? Nope. It's an outfit. Gotta wear the cute outfit though. Just this one. Alright, now we'll do the mission.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
What are you up to now?
I just take a nap here on the road. Is that what I just did?
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain.
Goggles.
I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair, and the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Oh, now I'm getting toasty. Ooh. Feels nice to get toasty after being so freaking cold. It's probably because I just ate. Sometimes you get cold after you eat.
They must have come this way. Think!
Revelio.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
Students, you can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
I am
Cabbages.
grab your affairs. What are you playing at? Overgrown weed.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Okay, then.
You've nowhere to hide. I can hold them off.
I'm not going anywhere.
You protect us. You can come from my
Oh shit, I didn't hit that in time.
Such a... Ooh, Leviosa. Protect us.
Jeez, that's not working.
Tell Rookwood to find me.
What spells do I want? Any of that would help. This is probably the best I got.
Knew you were still hanging about.
That's just the beginning.
What on earth just happened?
I'm
I've
about to
never been
die.
accosted in such a manner. And so close
I
to
need my
Hogwarts.
potion.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They
Little
seemed quite
cronies.
keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
How do I do that? Oh, this swirl.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about Merlin's beard.
The flames make the pyre sink.
Beard. Oh, pretty.
Merlin's beard, how beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Revelio.
A portrait in our common room wants to talk to you. It's Eldritch Diggory. He used to be the Minister for Magic, I think.
Guess we're going swimming. I don't know if I can dive yet.
This must be where the Pinch-Smedley family astrolabe is.
Oh, these are items in the water. No way. Oh, I found a potion too, that's good.
I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
Oh, I thought there was other stuff around. I wonder what all those little balloons are up in the air. Swimming, swimming, swimming. Just keep on freaking swimming. Try Accio on this thing now. Oh, there you go. Yep, that's much easier than trying to dodge roll into it. Oops, wrong button. Roll. And roll. And roll. And roll. And a roll.
I trust you didn't find the dive too terribly difficult.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me, and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there. Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
If you're here for my wares, I'm afraid I still don't.
Alright, let's check what we got going on here.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
And what do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? Ah, yes, a wonderful choice. I hope to see you again sometime.
Let's check out our quests.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn. Revelio.
Getting a lot of this moonstone. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for yet, but
Revelio.
Black is a large dragon that can grow to over 9 meters in length. A large, rough scale originally belonging to one of these beasts is one of the prized possessions that Archie Bickle keeps in his hideout. Well, there's a little dragon scale there.
Revelio.
Those big spiders.
Incendio!
Oops. Where's my sneaking skill? Oh my god, it's a big spood.
Levioso! Incendio!
Oh fuck.
Levioso! Cursed fiends. Who lived here, I wonder? Revelio. Past the ruins. I'm on the right track. Incendio.
No. Pretty cool.
Revelio. Incendio.
Maybe I can just go through the door.
Revelio. Incendio. Levioso. Tego. Stupefy.
Oh my god, I am not happy with that. Nope, I am not. Not at all. I do not. I am not a spider fan, I gotta tell you right. Oh shit, help me. Help. Oh god, they fucking killed me. Nasty spider. actually pay you extra if you just tell them that? It would be fun to play like Slytherin and just be like evil all the time. And literally all the fucking spiders are here. Oh, fucking run! God, what are you doing? I didn't want to open my map. Trust me, trust me, trust. Oh god. Just fuck him up, please. It's disgusting. Thank the Lord. Thank Merlin. And I'm fucking deaders, man. I can't, man. Fucking hell. Just let me back. I can't do anything. I'm just trying to push the buttons and it's not letting me do anything. Getting destroyed by spiders, man. Jeez, I couldn't get the attacks off before. Well, that was very disgusting, I have to say.
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Can we climb the ladder? Oh no, it doesn't go anywhere. Unless maybe we repair it?
Repair it.
No. Well, okay, it looks like maybe we have to run around. Looks like that'll go up there. We can just...
Past the ruins. I'm on the right track.
Nothing in here? Oh, could I open that one? I didn't realize I could. There you go. Magic, baby.
Incendio.
For 11 coins. You love to see it. in peace. Oh no.
Incendio! Revelio!
These rocks have seen better days.
Leviosa!
Guess I can't bring it any further. Okay, carefully. I don't know how I was intended to get up here, but... No! Oh, fucking no! Oh my god. I was there, I should've just went down. Alright, now we go questing.
Revelio. Revelio.
I'm famished. Wait a moment.
An encampment.
I won't rest until dead.
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
Hello? One
Potato! Stupid one! Levioso!
I will make you pay.
Do it then.
Stupid one! Levioso!
Stop it! Why can't I hit you?
Because you suck.
Stupid one! How many of you are there?
You will regret coming here. The area's still clear. Anyone who cares. Always my turn to patrol.
Revelio. Levioso. Revelio. Potato. Stupid one.
I don't know how to get over this wall.
Stupid one.
Can't handle a little altercation.
I'm like stuck back here. Seriously, how the hell do I get out of here?
What was that?
They can't see me? And now they do. Holy shit.
Quite an enchantment. Perhaps I'll turn it on.
You won't get away with that. If only Ranrock were here to see them.
Stupefy.
Kept your distance.
Oh no. There we go. I did not know how I got trapped in that weird area. Seems like they're
Let's
just
see
gone
what's up
now.
your sleeve this time, Merlin.
Is it just done? I guess I just win by being defeated. That's great.
Revelio. Incendio! Revelio. Revelio.
There's one right there too.
Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Revelio.
Here they are.
Incendio. Accio. That's that. Settled.
Yeah. It just gave that one to me. That one was free. I didn't know how to get in though, to be fair.
Revelio.
I was doing a very good job of revealing all of this. I feel like this hasn't been working all that much. What's up there? Ah, a chest.
Levioso.
Ah. I heard Chris say Merlin's beard. I know where he is now. Merlin's beard.
Revelio. 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 Incendio. Reparo.
Oh, actually, I don't have the Lumos on anymore. Yeah, I haven't gotten to the flying lessons yet. It's not even an option yet. Ooh, I see enemies.
Levioso. Stupefy.
Level 17.
Revelio. Could it be a Merlin trial? Revelio.
Leviosa.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
Oh.
Repair.
Oh, not repair. Hold on, let me fix that. Keep doing the wrong spell.
Incendio. Leviosa. Lumos.
Better. Oh.
Revelio. I should investigate.
This room is cool.
Revelio.
Murtlap tentacles. Rare potion ingredient known to raise resistance to certain dark charms and contain healing properties. An overdose, however, can cause purple ear hair. Love that. Oh, they're so cute. A niffler. Oh, cutie. Oh. Wish they would put you down more gently. Squeak. Do I tell them that I failed, or what?
If you're here for my wares...
Arn, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
Oh, guess I still won.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
I managed to free your carts fairly easily.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints.
I would have said pants at first.
You've inspired
Especially
me.
my pants.
I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
What a nice idea, Arn. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done.
Revelio.
All the best to you. Once my car...
Wonder who lives here. Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today?
Let me just try to see what else I can
Hope to
equip
see you
right now.
again sometime.
That's interesting. I don't even remember getting that one. Ooh, that one's pretty. This one's still like the best one. I don't know how you can get much better than that. I think that one's still pretty cute, but come on. Come on, like, come on. Oh, maybe we can change the appearance of these. They're kind of cute. Kind of match my outfit. Okay, yeah, let's just sell this extra stuff.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? I hope to see you again sometime.
Hi, Chris. How you doing? Hope you're having fun. I think you are already ahead of me again because I've been questing around the side here. Yeah, alright. I think I've done all the quests around here. Maybe we can go back now? Unless we do this, because I'd really like Expelliarmus. Oh. It's not easy finding enemies, though. Well, maybe... Maybe we can do that in dueling or something. Spider lair? Ew. Yeah, just a couple more Merlin trials. I don't know, I'm getting tired of those. Let's go back to school.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldridge Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura Recruitment Program at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book? And the pages?
We portraits here more than you might suspect, and Most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
I'll do whatever I can.
Wonderful. I am pleased to have been right about you. My great-niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
Oh boy.
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant.
Right away.
With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think. I shall see you there, soon I hope.
Way up there. We didn't have flying yet. Like, at least let me get flying. I don't have any of this. Okay, sorry, I will not head right there. I lied. My bad. Alright, let's go do some spells. Actually, I think I need to feed my cat. Let's walk over there at least. Maybe teleport. And yeah, I need to feed my cat. Alright, I'll chill here. I'll be right back. again. Alright. Okay, let's do this. Let's do some duels. I could use the practice.
Could you remind me how the Daedalian keys work again?
When you spot or hear a flying key, you're to follow it back to its cabinet. Inserting it in the lock is the tricky part. I hope you follow some. If you open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find, if anything.
Alright, let's do this.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Okay.
Incendio. Leviosa. Excellent fall. Incendio. Requiem.
I failed. Because they run to them. You can use Incendio after you Accio. That's good to know. Incendio doesn't have very good range, so I was wondering why it wasn't reconsidered.
Nicely done. Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of crossed wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Oh, there's a person over here.
That's all you've got?
Akio Incendio combo was pretty great. I'm digging that.
What a victory! You've won the
Is
tournament!
that game too loud? I don't know, it just seems a little loud sometimes, I can't tell. Maybe I should just turn it down a little bit.
That was nothing. I'm just getting started.
If the best duelists in the school weren't enough for competition, then perhaps you should consider transferring to Durmstrang. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it! You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
I got some plants too.
The best duelist won, I suppose.
No.
You can't be beat, can you?
Lost to a new student? I didn't see that coming.
Lumos.
Now what do we do? I don't know what that one is. Yeah, maybe I can battle more and then just try to like dodge roll a bunch, and then I'll finish that assignment. Oh, I like this one.
What are you doing out here?
Challenging you to a game of Summoner's Court. I think it's time you faced a real opponent. Outside of Ronan's little lesson in charms class, Summoner's Court isn't just a game. It's a battle of skill. A test of a witch or wizard's mettle. What say?
I'm in. Let's do it.
Brilliant! Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Akio. All in the wrist. was one for the ages. Akio.
He's blocking me. Oh.
Akio. Nothing to it.
What happened?
Missed the
Wait,
mark
what
a bit
just-
on that one.
What
Wait,
do you
did
mean I
win?
missed the mark?
I won.
What the hell? No. 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 No, how did my ball fly out? I'm a sore loser. How did that happen?
We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
Yep.
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice.
Okay, shove it, dude.
Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game.
Oh.
Try to beat that.
These ones will be the hardest to move, so I'll probably get these. Maybe like right about here.
That was one for the ages. Akio. All in the wrist.
Oh, you can trick shot. Oh.
Akio. Nothing to it.
Oh no, I went backward. No.
I'll let you have that one.
Whooping me. I could do this all day.
We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
Yeah,
I'm game for another round.
Grand.
It's on.
You could use the practice.
This is gonna be a bloodbath.
Summoner's Court.
Does he always get
the
to go
ever-changing game.
first?
Try to beat that.
Not that one.
That was one for the ages. Akio. Not bad. Not bad. Akio. All in the wrist.
I lost a ball. No.
Didn't think you were a match for me. Well done. You beat me.
I beat him? Okay, it still counted.
Bit of good luck, that's all.
I'm not lucky. I'm simply better than you.
All right,
you're
fine.
right.
You're right. You're better than me. I'll let the others
wins
know you're
2
good
out
enough
of
to
3.
keep playing.
The others?
I lost 7 matches in a row to Samantha Dale. The others who play Summoner's Court thought that if you couldn't beat me, you wouldn't be enough of a challenge.
Chin up, Leander. Keep practicing and you'll get better.
I suppose you're right. I'll let the others know that your metal's been tested, and that you passed.
That was fun, honestly. This is fun. I like this game. This minigame is a good minigame. Alright, what else do we got going on? I haven't gone here at all. Let's just explore a little bit. Why not? We haven't been around these areas yet. I thought that was going to be more dueling. I was wrong.
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
Haunted toilets. It's probably best to avoid this particular toilet as it is allegedly one of P's favorite pranking spots. Love that.
Revelio.
It cannot make up its mind. Holy crap. A frog! Ooh.
Revelio.
Oh my. There's like umbrellas stuck to the ceiling and there's drawers on the ceiling? Okay, we're back here. That's funny. It's interesting that there's a door right there.
Revelio.
I can't go through that way.
Levioso.
I don't think I can access that one. Unless maybe I try going from around the other way.
Revelio.
Duncan owes his reputation to you.
Oh, kitty. Oh, pretty kitty. Kitty cat. Meow. Barufio? The wizard Barufio, famed for his brain elixir, as an example of what happens when incantations are improperly spoken, he once said S instead of F and found him on the floor with a buffalo on his chest. Just move on through here. I'm still confused what I should be doing right now. Maybe we go to old Figgy Boo. Oh, where would he be? I could check my plant too. Oh, cool. I didn't even see that one. Maybe I just gotta zoom in and I will find more quests. Why is it itching?
Lumos.
I do not know where this one would be. Pray that I find the moth first. But I feel like I have seen it. Maybe it's right here. No? Oh, here we go. This looks crazy again.
Hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
Were you calling me Gareth?
I was. After you helped me with that fupa feather and potions, I reckoned you might be just the person I need. You see, I have an idea for a fizzing Wisby-inspired beverage, but I'm missing a key ingredient.
You and your concoctions. I don't know how you come up with these things.
It's a gift, truly. So, I suspect the key ingredient in fizzing Wisbies is dried billywig stings. I heard there's a store of them in Honeyduke's cellar. I'd get them myself, but my Aunt Matilda has her eye on me. Thinks I need to focus on potions class for a while, not for my own brews. I was hoping you could follow a secret passage to Honeyduke's cellar and grab a few dried billywig stings for me.
Of course. You never know when you might need a quick means of escape from the castle.
Brilliant, thank you. But you should know that it's not exactly quick. It's the secret bit that's helpful. The passage is hidden behind the statue of a one-eyed witch in the 3rd floor corridor. Just tap it with your wand and say, Descendium.
I'll see what I can do, Gareth.
Fair enough. You shall be the first one to taste my newest brew if you can be of help. Perhaps I can convince a meat to help me with my potions homework. Get my aunt to loosen her reins a bit.
I'll need to get those dried billywig stings for Gareth if he's to finish his latest concoction. A one-eyed witch statue shouldn't be too hard to find. This looks like the right statue. Now, what was the password? Descendium. Goodness. Who knew this was all down here? Revelio. A lift. Must be how I get down. Looks broken, though.
Did someone say broken?
Reparo. That seems to have done the trick.
Stepping on nothing.
Revelio. This castle will never cease to surprise me. Revelio. Incendio! Revelio. Incendio! I'm trapped. How am I supposed to get out? Levioso. I'm going to have to get past this. Revelio.
I see treasure. I'm gonna get the froggies swimming with me.
Reparo. Leviosa. Yeah. Incendio. One more to go and I'll make it across. Leviosa.
Nope, I mean...
Reparo. Leviosa. Something is getting in the way of that platform. Revelio. Leviosa. That did the trick.
Ooh, that was an Assassin's Creed jump if I ever saw one.
Revelio.
Nothing behind the waterfall. Alright.
This must be the way out. I need to find a way to open that gate.
Sploosh, sploosh.
Revelio. Incendio. Something smells sweet. Must be close to Honeydukes.
I really like that we get to explore this secret passageway like that. It was great.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade? Honeydukes. I can smell the chocolate. Now, where would I find the dried billywig stings for Gareth? Revelio. I have the dried billywig stings. Now, back to Gareth. I can only imagine how his new recipe is going to turn out.
Where would I take this?
Revelio.
Does it want me to go in? Like, does it want me to run back this way? That's hilarious.
Appreciate you having a look.
Basilisk breeder insists it was an accident. The Cornish wizard arrested for breeding basilisks has insisted it was simply a silly mistake. He was taken in after a routine inspection and revealed toad infestations in all 5 of his chicken coops. Basilisk breeding has long been forbidden by the ministry, however, due to the potency, rarity, and value of basilisk venom. Gosh, this lady is like, won't shut up. Can't fucking read. She keeps interrupting me. Oh?
Revelio.
Ooh, maybe we can get some new clothes.
Please, come in.
Maybe let's try to see if we have all the best stuff equipped.
Finding anything.
Got a passion.
Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Yo, we have so many new things now.
I'd say that looks as if it was made for you. You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrax promise. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you. You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrax promise. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you. You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrax promise. You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrax promise. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by when...
Let's equip the best stuff again. There's so much stuff there, I was like losing track of what was going on. Ooh, that one's cool. I haven't seen that one yet. This one's still the best. still the best. Oh wait, I think I saw some green ones. Oh, those are cute. Okay. See if there's any more upgrades we can have.
Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Really?
I'd say that looks as if it was made for you.
Yeah, totally do.
You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrax promise. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you.
This looks exactly the same.
You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrax promise.
Alright, then let's equip the best stuff and then
suspect you
sell
have a sharp
all the
eye
junk
for
that I
fashion.
need.
Whenever you're about.
Ooh. That's cool. I don't know when I got that. That's freaking dope. That looks the same. Okay. Well, I think we got the best year on. As far as I know, can tell.
Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Plenty for your perusal today.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
I saw what you did! Have no tolerance for thieves! Hand them back!
Hand what back, sir? We've not took a thing.
Hand them back!
There's nothing to give, sir. There's only the one. Honestly, I swear.
How many times
I haven't
are
been able
you
to come in here
going
yet.
to keep pilfering my shop?
I swear it was just those ones, sir.
We'd never take more than those.
I tell you this, they'll not appreciate your antics in Azkaban. You just wait till I see your mother.
That was a bit harsh.
Revelio.
Dung bung. Favorite among pranksters. Causing anyone in the vicinity to evacuate.
Revelio.
hear the ringing. Frog spawn soap. An amphibious surprise awaits anyone who tries to wash with this particular bar of soap. Once submerged in water, a cohort of wriggling tadpoles hatches right out of the suds. That's lovely.
Revelio.
Wait. Cool, I don't think I've been in there before. I don't think I could go in there. Alright, we'll fast travel back.
Revelio.
Hello again. Were you able to get...
Hello, Gareth. I have those dried billywig stings.
You got them! Incredible.
Getting them was more work than I expected. I'd like to be paid for my time.
Course. Didn't think it would be that much trouble, but I'm happy to pay for your help. Thank you again. I'll let you know when I brewed my first batch of fizzing whiz beer.
That's good. Getting paid. Why did it have me going this way? I don't actually think I can... go there. Yeah, maybe I need to go do that other quest and then try to get my dodge rolls in. I really don't know what's gonna progress this right now. Oh, he's not here.
Leviosa! Accio!
Alright, I guess I'll go toward that other quest.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Oh, I don't want to keep tracking that. That's yucky. Oof.
Revelio. 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 This place has seen better. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
what's that over there?
Incendio! Revelio. Levioso.
They're cute.
Revelio. Ha. Ha. Ah. Ha. Ha. Revelio.
So much moonstone. Still don't know what to use it for. No idea what that is.
Revelio.
I see enemies. Let's go dodge them a bit.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
I probably shouldn't fall from here.
Revelio.
I have a brother who works at Gringotts. Couldn't pay me enough to sit behind a desk all day.
Revelio.
Let's try to dodge.
Who's that? Someone's here. You are postponing the inevitable. I don't have time for this. I won't rest.
Yes.
Do you think this is funny?
Too late for you to learn the Revelio.
Okay, well I got my assignment done. Now I can do this. And then maybe I'll finally learn that spell I need. I don't think I'll go for too much longer. It's getting late.
This must be the place Minister Diggory mentioned. Helen lives around here somewhere.
Ah, here you are. I'm pleased to see you took my advice.
I just don't want to fucking read that at all.
Revelio. Madam Thistlewood, I met your great-uncle in his portrait in my common room. He sent me to speak to you.
I'm pleased you came. Uncle Eldridge believes the book you found and its missing pages may be relevant to an unsolved case from my time as an aura.
Very well. I'm listening.
Decades ago, a student named Richard Jackdaw disappeared after going to meet a girl named Anne. They never found his body. When his headless ghost appeared briefly in Hogsmeade, wholly unaware of how he died, Anne was convicted of his murder and sent to Azkaban. It was in large part due to the testimony of a girl called Apollonia Black. Jealous of Anne, I think.
That sounds terrible, but I'm not sure how I can help.
Anne's alibi was somewhat labyrinthine. She said Jackdaw promised her adventure following a map he found on some pages he'd stolen from Peeves.
And you think Peeves ripped those pages from the book I found in the restricted section?
If my great-uncle is to be believed, yes. At least that's what the portraits at Hogwarts suspect. Anne insisted that Jackdaw had asked her to follow the map with him, but only after she solved a series of puzzles he'd prepared. Odd way to woo a girl. She swears she never even solved the first puzzle, so they didn't meet. Jackdaw's ghost vanished almost as soon as he appeared. Without Jackdaw's puzzle, pages, or remains, Anne was sent to Azkaban based solely on Apollonia's spurious testimony.
I don't understand. What can I do to help?
I believe Anne may have solved the first puzzle by now, but after spending time in Azkaban, she's a shadow of her former self. She won't speak to anyone she doesn't trust, and she trusts no one. If you, a student with a connection to the pages, like Jackdaw had, spoke to Anne, she might reveal new information.
What a horrible story. Well, if you think I can help, I'll come with you.
This is wonderful news. You are to be commended for your kindness and bravery. Fortunately, being a retired aura has its benefits. We can apparate right to her. I've escorted ministers, professors, and many others to that blasted place. Never a student, I'll admit, but I will keep you safe.
Very well. Let's go.
Steady yourself. We'll apparate together. Don't worry, I've never splinched anyone.
Do take care now, and tread lightly in that horrible place.
We'll be there in but a moment. That ought to keep them at bay for now. Though, be aware, you may feel a wave of despair. It will pass.
Thank you for the warning.
This really is a dismal place, but we'll be out of here soon enough. Now follow me. This isn't a place for loitering.
Ugh, I never thought I'd see the inside of Azkaban for myself.
Nasty Dementors. Not even I could convince the Ministry to send them off. There's no need for such monsters.
Careful around, Anne. She's been here a lot longer.
If I had my wand, I'd cast Crucio on the lot of you.
You don't scare me, young cur. I'll teach you something you should know at Hogwarts.
That witch you're with has a dark cloud over her. I can feel it.
All around me dark. my only hope.
No one at school's going to believe this.
Now remember, Anne has been here a long time. The Dementors aren't kind. Have patience and speak to her quietly and respectfully.
Are you Anne?
Who's there? Who speaks to me? Is that death finally come for me?
I'm a student from Hogwarts. I found the book that you said would exonerate you.
Ah, the book. No one would look. None of the mages found the pages. Methinks the feckless knave meandered to his cave. My fate was surely sealed in Upper Hoggyfield.
Are you saying that the missing pages are in a cave near Upper Hogsfield?
Field, ruins house, a vault concealed.
A vault in some ruins near Upper Hogsfield. I suppose it can't hurt to look.
Can't hurt to look. Go find the pages from your book. Helen, no, you're here. Come in closer, be a dear.
What is it, Anne?
Okay then.
You're hurt.
Go. The cave. You're safe now. You have what you need. I'll be all right once I get...
But Madame Thistlewood, all right, I'll find it. I'll find Jackdaw's cave.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Excuse me, did you say something about a Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
This looks intriguing.
I ate a cake? Oh no, I ate some nuts.
Revelio. Leviosa. Incendio. Revelio.
There's another one of these things. Oh shit, just drinking the drink. treasure chest.
A map. Doesn't appear to be connected.
Upper Hogsfield is being terrorised by Ranrock's loyalists. It's not right.
I couldn't help it over here. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved Hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. I'm simply at my wit's end.
I am unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear. This is our home.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard.
Incendio!
I figured that would happen. Probably shouldn't have done that.
Revelio.
Revelio. It's like a place right out of a storybook. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Such arrogance.
Afraid to fight? Over here! I'll bury you in the deepest.
I will make you pay.
Wrong button.
I won't rest until you're dead. No! You don't know who you're...
Ranrock has fooled you all to your demise. One camp down, one more to go. Revelio.
An intruder! See what a nice mushroom stew about now.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Oh, that's nice.
Revelio.
Oh, it's slippery. Nope.
Revelio. Revelio.
Oh, right here.
Incendio. Revelio. Revelio.
Is there just a staircase here the whole time? Oh, you can't get back up that way. Okay. Guess we slide. Can I get around the rock?
Hello. Do you have anything for sale?
That I do, but what's a student like yourself doing out here? Got yourself lost, did you?
Just exploring the countryside a bit.
Aye. Nice to break the routine now and then. Bit of a wanderer myself, in fact. Name's Leopold
Oh, I'm good
Babcock,
either way, Chris.
and I am indeed here to
Whenever.
sell. Now, for someone like yourself who is
Maybe one more
also
mission.
prone to wander, I cannot understate the importance of keeping some Wiggenweld potion on hand. I wouldn't dare set foot in a place like the Forbidden Forest without a steady supply. What do you say, my young friend? A measure of safety for the path ahead?
Something to consider. Thank you for your help, Mr. Babcock.
Aye, let me know if you see something you like.
And what do you have for sale?
See if there's something you need. Thank you for your patronage. Thank you for your patronage. I shall hope to do business with you again. It's been a pleasure.
A castle. Must have been
One less human to worry about.
Revelio.
Get away with that.
I won't rest. Not quiet enough. One less human to worry about. I won't rest until
You only have Ranrock to blame. Both camps cleared. Madame Beaumont will be glad to hear that.
I pick up everything off the ground? Looks like I missed one.
Rebellion.
Ooh.
These rocks have seen better days.
These rocks have seen better days. I've seen better days. Thanks for the raid, Chris. I'm just wrapping up this last mission here, and then I'll probably wrap up too. Maybe we can find somebody to raid. Yeah, I just took out some gobs.
not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
I do miss the bustle of business. Poor customers.
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news.
Did
I
you
was
have fun,
able to
Chris?
clear out Ranrock's camps.
How far did you get?
Cleared them out? How?
I managed to catch them off guard.
When my brother returns, this news will mean the world to him. You saved our Hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other Hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
Oh, you just unlocked talents? You're even further than me. Did you do the side quest yet? The one that I'm doing?
What do you have for sale?
I keep getting
What are you
confused on
looking
which
for
ones are
exactly?
side
Thank
quests
you.
or not side quests.
Sincerely.
Jeez, what is this now?
Oh, you like that? A fine choice.
Oh, you like that? I get plenty of this.
Thank you for passing through.
There was a quest here though, like I haven't unlocked talents or broom riding or anything. I don't know how I'm approaching this story, but it seems to be different from everyone who's popped in. Yeah, what's my quest? See, I don't have talents? I'm talentless. Yeah, okay, Expelliarmus is this one. And that one took me a while to like get the dodges and stuff in. Like I had to keep like finding stuff. So this was like the main quest I did, and this is like it took me to this little town. Yeah, I have a bunch of side quests to do at this point. Should probably just wrap it up for now.
They've each taken to checking in on
No
you.
one can charm a hairstyle like me.
Oh, wonderful!
There we go. That's a good place to stop. Let's find somebody to go to.
If things keep going as they are.
Well, Mr. Ollivander seems to spend more time cleaning up his shop from errand wand tasks than actually selling the things.
Oh, I have myself open.
I could go on tour.
Who's playing this?
This might be enough.
Okay, so
For another
I sent you guys over to Complex earlier, so Carson.
You don't need a house elf to do it.
Wingardium Leviosa makes light work.
Wager I could handle another enchantment now.
But yeah, thanks for popping by. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be back at this again if you're interested.
If things keep going as they are.
This is where you can find me everywhere else.
Try to have a chat.
Yeah, go say hi to Cinna and vibe with some Hogwarts Legacy.
This might be enough.
But yeah, that's it for me.